about the contract quick. Typically, schools, or at least Notre Dame, has released length in the past. Can you say how long this new deal runs through? What year?
Yeah, it's a 5-year contract.
Starting now?
Yes.
Okay. If you don't want to get into specifics, what elements in this are important to you? Are there elements about it you really wanted to address that this does address for the next 5 years?
I just think the contract is one that has involved the leadership of the university. Obviously, Jack Swarbrick, Father Jenkins, we've all been in discussion about the future of the program. And so when we come to an agreement, it's not necessarily that within it I get a lunch stipend on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's about that we're all together in this contract about moving the program forward. Do you know what I mean? That we've all decided that, hey, by signing this contract, we're all in it together. And that's what I was looking for. And by my signature on it, Father Jenkins' signature on it, and Jack Swarbrick's signature on it, we've all agreed that the principles within this contract is that we're all in it together. And our voices, you know, the communication was the huge piece for me, that dialogue is open, and that's what I was looking for.
Kind of moving back to the game, when you look at first glance at Tommy out there, did you see the command and the clean play that you wanted to see from that position?
Yeah, I saw some really good things, and some things that we were going to have to get better at. You know, we had 6 possessions in the first half, you know, and I think we missed a couple of throws that he'd like to have back. You know, obviously missed field goal, but I think we had, you know, 4 or 5 chunk plays of over 30 yards. You know, obviously a lot of the questions coming in is, could we push the ball down the field? I think we answered a lot of those questions right away with his ability to push the ball down the field. You know, I thought his patience was better, and it'll continue to get better. So I was pleased with his performance, and he knows he can play better.
Brian, do you have an update on Tavares?
Yeah, he had a slight groin, and we could have played him, but we felt like, you know, with the depth that we have at that position, you know, we put Chris Brown in for the big, you know, 3rd down conversion when they went press cover 1, and Tavares would have normally been in that position. Gave us a great opportunity to put Chris Brown in there, and as you know, he came up with a big catch. So, you know, it was next man in. But he could have played. We wanted to make sure that we did not put him in a position where it could have been worse, and make sure that he's 100% for next week.
The double move he had on the 2nd touchdown, is that a move he could have made last year successfully like that?
You know, it wasn't as much of a double move as much he was reading the coverage, and I think he's just a lot more experienced, and he and Tommy now have a much better relationship in terms of where to be.